usual to find those quiet spots in Universal? Well, we've got you covered.
Universally speaking, winning the long run.
Hello and welcome back to another video. It is Tuesday the 20th of June 2023. Time is 9:48 AM. Yeah, a little bit of a different video today. We're going to go around both Universal Studios Florida and Downton Adventure, find all the quiet spots where you can just catch a little bit of a break by yourself with very or no crowds around you. Obviously it's quite difficult to find a quiet area at times. It's such a busy park with people everywhere. It can be sometimes quite overwhelming. I've suffered anxiety in the park before. Thankfully it's not bad anymore, but back in 2018 it was bad, so kind of every ride triggered me a little bit. Even like large crowds, just people everywhere gathered around me, it kind of triggered me as well and set me off. Thankfully I've managed to control that now, but for those of you who haven't, I think it's quite common to get anxiety in theme parks with so many people around. It can get very overwhelming at times, especially with the heat. Thankfully today it's a little bit cloudy, so it's not as bad, but yeah, it can get very daunting at times. But I've noticed quite a few different quiet spots around both parks, so let's get in there and show you around. Some may be obvious to you and to most people, some may not be, and so you might never heard of some of them. So anywho, if it helps one person, that's one person helped. Anyway, we're starting off with Universal Studios. I've got to confess, this first one actually wasn't on my list, but if you look at it, Minion Mayhem, take a left through the side entrance to the main Universal Studios store. Obviously that's the old exit where you can cut through and then nip through to Islands. You can see the Minion Mayhem queue there. We walk all the way back here. Look at all this space. So if you need a minute to get away from the crowds first thing, nice little area here, look. Out by the back of Rip Ride Rocket, you can watch that go along. Take a breather in this corner. Listen to all the screams. Yeah, I didn't have this one down on my list, but it's not a bad little quiet area. No one's ever back here really, so that's number one done. I didn't have this one down on my list, but the grass out here on Music Plaza, usually pretty quiet. You can get a spot up near the screens or in the shade over there. Take some time to find some space. It's yeah, as you can see, it's usually quite a lot of space. So again, it's not my official list that I marked down, but it's a quite a good area if you want to just have a bit of space. But the first official one that I had down is just going to be along the way down here towards New York. Just as you come up to Jimmy Fallon. 20-minute wait today. You carry on straight on past Fallon into New York, and then obviously you've got Revenge of the Mummy up to the right. But if you keep going straight on down here, so I've utilised this one quite a lot this trip, because basically there's never anyone down here, and it's for a shy vlogger, it's a good place to do your content. As you can see back here, I look down studios. I mean, the irony of people walking down here now, they 100% don't know what's down here. They think there's a ride. So here by the New York Public Library, as you can see, so much space back here. We're about to go past. So yeah, there's so much space back here. Virtually no one comes back here. The only part it's used for is team members. Team members usually come out here. So we'll see Marilyn and the Diamond Bellas come out there, and I think there must be a break room back there for team members as well. So they'll come out there. But that's pretty much it. We've got all this space. Just take a minute if you need away from the parks. So where I've gone to FaceTime Ella a lot this trip is on these stairs. Also hidden from some thunderstorms in there. Obviously you can go down there, even more secure, and if you are really anxious you can go down there for a few minutes. But yeah, just up here on these steps, you're not going to get bothered up here, and you can watch this go by. So yeah, this is one of my personal favourites. If it's a bit hot or getting a bit overcrowded, just come back here in New York in studios, chill for a little bit, do some content. So another one I didn't have down, in between the Irish shop and Louis, by the Gotham Ice Company restrooms. Another team member back area. Quite a lot of seats available, some space back here. And again, it's just a little hiding spot if you need. Again, look at all this space back here. Shaded as well at the minute, blocking the sun. Yeah. To be fair, I don't think I've ever been back here. It's pretty cool. So my next one's going to be one that I feel like everyone knows about by now. Or I'd say 90%, 95% people know this, but there's a man chasing some pigeons. Just opposite from the Mummy and the arcade and the exit, and Sahara Traders from the Mummy exit. You got Anxiety Alley or Sting Alley. This little alley anyway, whatever you want to call it. Still changing this pigeon, guys. Again, a lovely little area just to cut through. Again, you need to take some time back here. A lot of it's one of the cooler areas to sorry, the music's loud. It's one of the cooler areas to take a minute. You can even hide down there if you really want, if you're really struggling. But yeah, there's a few little hiding zones, like so. Just hide here for a little bit. Take all the time you need, regroup before you go back into the carnage. Looks like Fast and Furious is currently closed. Can you hear that? Can you hear nobody caring? My next one's going to be a new one that I've discovered on this trip. Again, one of the best, I'd probably say. One of the quietest for sure. Just walking through San Francisco, just after these construction walls are currently up. Past the San Francisco Pastry Company, just after the caricatures. Down by the lagoon. A lovely little area. Duck. Yeah, round from the caricatures and down these steps. I guarantee that nobody will be down here. You get a great view of World Expo and Krusty Land and the whole park pretty much, so as you can see, no one around here. Got a nice little bench for you to take some time. That one big downside to this area is zero shade, so it's a warm area. But you can get some great pictures, great views. Got another bench down here where you can just relax for a minute. Very peaceful as well. I've been down here a few times now, and yeah, again, no one around here. A very secluded, sweating like mad, sorry. Do apologise, it's a warm one. But yeah, never anyone down here. Again, just take some cool pictures and videos. It's a great spot. It's that pre-storm humidity. The opposite of a quiet area, Diagon Alley. Our next quiet spot is going to be just up from Diagon Alley. When you approach Men in Black, just take a left where the old Fear Factor show used to be. Now a smoking area, so obviously there can be a few people here at times. Oh, that fan, hang on. Be right back. Oh, yes. So yeah, here by the old Fear Factor stage, loads of benches, loads of shade. I mean, just look how quiet it is back here. I've got quite lucky today because usually there's a few people around smoking, but as you can see, It's an empty one here this morning, so you can take some time. It's got a little stage here. A great place to have a few minutes, have a drink, have a snack, rest your legs for a little bit with no one around. Again, another one of our favourites here. Me and Ella have spent many a time just chilling out here for a little bit, resting the feet, resting the legs, having a snack. I think Ella had the jacket potato from Just the Cat up there down here last year on one of our final days. So yeah, definitely check this one out. Now the next one is one that's a little bit hit and miss. Again, I'd say 98% people know about this one, but sometimes, some days, you can get a very quiet spot. They're just here in Springfield by Duff Beer. Take a right towards Jebediah Springfield, and the seating area down here can get quite busy, but as you see, I've timed it just right. I don't see anyone down here at all. And again, great views of studios. Got New York down there, Rip Ride in the background, Transformers, San Francisco, Lombard, Shea Alcatraz, Richter's, and then Diagon Alley with the night bus. A great view. And like I said, I've looked out this morning, no one down here. Again, another good place to take some time, have a sit down, have a drink, take it all in, because it's difficult to take it all in, trust me. You end up walking around and then not looking up, not looking at specific details. Trust me, I know. Again, fancy a Duff Beer or a big pink donut? Grab it, come sit down here. So whilst filming this video, I've discovered that I've actually forgotten quite a few of the quiet areas. Just through Springfield, you come to Animal Actors on Location. The big theatre here. Got all this covered seating in serious shade with fans, guys, with fans. So yeah, again, granted it is early, so it will get busier as the day goes on. What time is it now? It's currently 10:24 in the morning on this Tuesday morning in June. Yeah, no one back here. It's dark as well, which can be good sometimes to go away from all the bright sunshine. Again, this is for a lot of you watching will probably be like me and just plough throughout the day. But some people do get very overawed by it all and need to take a minute, and that's completely understandable. Theme parks can be overwhelming. It's okay to say that. The next one, which can also be a little bit hit and miss, Central Park. Last year we were forced to go around here every time. That whole bit was closed off, but now that's back open. This bit, you know what? It is very quiet this morning. Two people over there, but primarily no one back here. Again, sounding a bit like a parrot now, but great views. I mean, there's even more space back here. Look at all this room. Got some great pictures with studios in the background. Yeah, not everyone just goes the normal way around through to Hollywood Boulevard or down to ET and where Kid Zone is being constructed. I think people just completely skip this area. But look at all the views you can get. I'm surprised how quiet it is actually. Why does no one come through Central Park anymore? I know it's a slight detour, but people are missing out on these lagoon shots, I'm telling you. Take it all in. Not that. Don't take that in. Burn that. I joke. On a serious note though, I actually forgot just how much space there is back here. Obviously there is no current nighttime show on offer here at Universal Studios. And obviously on a night time it does get very busy, but during the morning, during the day, extremely quiet back here. I spotted Ricks. that yellow shirt. Can you see him, guys? There he is. And that's going to do it from here in studios. Shall we go to IOA? Let's. And welcome to Island Adventure. Just like that, we've hopped over to the other park. Now to carry on with finding all the quiet spots around the theme parks. Now, our first stop is going to be here in the Lost Continent. And we're going to take a left where the old Poseidon's Fury show used to be. Around here, again, just walk in front of me, cheers hun. Again, this has been one of my absolute favourite spots to come to. When I need to do a piece of camera for my videos or whatever, because as you can see, nobody walks up here. I don't know why, because to get a close-up of this impressive facade building, brilliant. Look, no one back here at all. You've probably seen in some of my previous vlogs on this channel, with this in the background, and that's because exactly this reason. There is no one back here. If you're looking to vlog and you're a bit shy, pop on back here, by Poseidon's Fury. No one back here, no one watching you. You can just do as you please. Now people follow me. I'm a trendsetter, guys, what can I say? Well, it is quiet, as you saw. They were just following me, I think. But yeah, great spot is by Poseidon's Fury to catch him in it. Thankfully, our next spot is going to be just opposite Poseidon's Fury. It's going to be round the back of Mythos. So if you're looking at the Mythos restaurant there, follow it down towards Zeus Landing, but you're just going to take a right down towards the IOA Lagoon. Again, I did an Instagram live here the other week on my channel. Down here, look how quiet it is. Again, I don't think everyone knows about this, by the way. Obviously, the die-hard Universal fans will know. But I've got a feeling quite a few people will just carry on walking through the Lost Continent and skip this portion out. Again, great views of the Hulk, Marvel Superhero Island, Velocicoaster, of course. We'll get a close look at that. With the stormy background as well, stormy skies. It makes it look even more ominous as the Hulk goes around. But yeah, I did my Instagram live from just down here to get away from people. As you can see, Mythos restaurant just there. I mean, look at this great spot. Again, pictures, content, a chance to take a minute and look at those views of that. Let's wait for the mosasaur roll. There's no one on it currently, so that means the storm is definitely on its way. And again, trend setting, guys. Our next stop is going to be here in Zeus Landing. And it's going to be by one fish, two fish, red fish, blue fish. Tell you what, that's a tongue twister for me. Just go past the attraction here, and just before you come to Cat in the Hat, you're going to take a left down here. One fish, two fish there. Down here. You're right there. Take a right, and you've got this completely unused area with a stage in the background. Granted, it's not kept well, a little bit dirty and wet around, but this is probably one of the quietest parts of both parks. There is never anyone back here. And to be honest, it's a completely new one for me. I've only just discovered this this part recently. As you see, loads of space. It's completely unused, and yeah, there's never anyone back here. All this space. Just as you walk out, Zeus Landing is going to be our next spot. And again, you're probably noticing a theme here. A lot of in the vicinity around both lagoons. I don't think I've ever been down to this part. What's this do? Again, very quiet down here. Again, it's another smoking area around the front here, just as you come into Island Adventure after port of entry. So you can see a few smokers around now. Again, it's not the quietest part, but it's still pretty chilled to get some great pictures. And it's just not as crowded as the rest of the park. As you can see, there's a few people dotted around, but in the main, it's pretty chilled. Next up we come to Marvel Superhero Island. Very loud. Just as you walk in, turn to the right, you've got 3 freestyle machines. And all the way down here. It's a new area for me again this trip. Never really been down here. But again, it's around the lagoon, so people tend to just miss it and just keep walking around the main part of the park. However, especially on a morning, this skews the hey Tony Stark. Again, it's another smoking area, I believe, which is why it's so quiet. But as you see, a few people dotted around, but not many. Not many. And you get, again, another alternative look at Hulk in all its glory. I mean, look how close you can get to it. Again, Velocicoaster in the background. And in addition to that area, there's also loads of seats around here. There's never anyone back here. Just by this restaurant in Marvel. Look at this brilliant area. Seats in the shade, views of Island Adventure. I mean, you can even hide in the corner if you really want. If you're really struggling and want to hide from the crowds, you can do that. I came down here last week, took some content, took some time out, had a moment to have a drink before heading around the park again. Again, one of my favourites down here. There's very rarely people down here. Again, might change at lunchtime when people come out for food, but yeah, just as you walk through Marvel Superhero Island, as the music fades away, as if by magic, it's another classic, guys. For those real Universal fans, you don't walk up there, surely. Come up here to the unused theatre, which I know it houses some external events throughout the year and various other things. However, no one ever comes up here. I mean, because nothing's up here, that is why no one comes up here. They've got a reason to not come up here, but it's a secluded area where you can sit down, have a minute, find some shade by the bushes. Got a little stage as well, and you can even sit on the stage if you really wanted to. But yeah, no one ever walks up this bit. So another good place to hide from the crowds. Next up, we're going to take a right into Lagoon, head towards Popeyes. Boy, could I do with cooling down there right now, but denim and water don't mix. I'll be wet through all day. And if you saw our water ride challenge a few weeks ago, you saw just how wet you really do get on those rides. So if you carry on walking past the attraction, pop past the exit where you see everyone get off dripping wet, you come to Meeship the Olive. Little kids boat play area. However, take a left past there. Ooh, lagoon viewing. Oh, jealous. Round the back of Popeyes. Another lagoon area on the perimeter of the park, shall we say? But no one ever down here. Again, most will probably know this one. This is a classic. You've got such a large area. You've got all the way down there, all the way around, bit of shade. And you've got all the way around here. And to be fair, it's probably the best place to get Velocicoaster content. Look how close you get to that absolute behemoth of a ride. Here we go. Damn. So there we have it, guys. They are all of my personal favourite quiet spots around the Universal Orlando Resort theme parks. As you saw, so many good places to hang out, chill, take a minute if you do need it. If you are getting a little bit overwhelmed on a specific day, for whatever reason, check out one of those spots, take a few minutes, take half an hour if you need, have a drink, cool off, deep breaths, and yeah, a lot of you probably know most of them anyway, but some people might not, so there you go, you never know. I didn't know some of them until recently. I've learned some new things, so yeah. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one.